Treat people the way that you want to be treated. Except for in Call of Duty, you can talk shit, that's cool. I needed to be the black Ash Ketchum. It was my destiny to be the Negro Ketchum. But let's talk about why all white people look like spoiled milk when they take their clothes off.
Modern warning.
Step 1, get money. Step 2, repeat step 1.
What up, YouTube? NWN here, aka Young Yo Ketchum in the Joda Region Flexing, and welcome back to Black Guy Reviews. Now, the first major release of 2015 is here, and I went into this one with pretty low expectations, and I came out surprised, to be honest, and I mean that in a good way.
Bolters, they call them.
And then we got Morgan Freeman in the game right here. Like, where did he come from?
No,
this is
I don't suppose you could catch one.
Achilles from Assassin's Creed 3.
Oh yeah, Achilles.
Yeah.
Story. Who reading the book?
In Dying Light, you play a runner named Crane. He's an undercover operative for a government-ran humanitarian group that dropped into the first outbreak zone. Many humans in the city have become infected with what is a variation of the rabies virus, and it's up to Crane to build relationships with the local survivors in order to obtain the documents to teach him how to create a vaccine, which he's later supposed to deliver to his higher ups. In the process, you find out that not as all as what it seems as the mystery of the city unravels. The game is made by Techland, but the story in this game is far better than both Dead Islands combined. Gone is the goofy atmosphere and the cringe-worthy stereotypes in exchange for a more serious and desperate tone. The story in this game won't win any awards, but I enjoyed it and it got me from point A to B. Gameplay. Dying Light is an open world adventure that can be experienced with 3 friends in co-op, and one person can play as a zombie and terrify their friends in the game if that's your cup of tea. Mission structure is similar to Grand Theft Auto. You'll regularly run into different factions who task you with various missions to help their cause in exchange for what will lead you closer to accomplishing your mission. On the way, you'll run into random survivors who need your help, you'll clean out bases to sleep in throughout the city, and loot quarantine zones, which are basically the game's raids. They're the game's hardest missions, but you'll get the best loot. But how do you get around? Well, if you're expecting driving, you'd be wrong. The parkour system is what separates this game from other zombie titles. Crane is able to run, jump, climb, and zipline away from the zombies. The parkour plays exactly like Mirror's Edge, which is a good thing, but Crane is nothing like Faith from Mirror's Edge. When you first drop into the city, you'll barely be able to do anything. You're topped by a group of runners, and the only way that your climbing, speed, jumping, and endurance will improve is to keep doing it. You're rewarded with XP for everything you do, which leads to new upgrades such as being able to drop kick zombies, crafting powerful weapons, and smearing zombie guts all over you so that zombies won't notice you. The game has a day and night cycle, and during the night you'll receive double the XP, so if you run, climb, and do missions during the night, you'll level up faster. Only catch is, zombies are faster and stronger at night, plus there's a type of zombie that only comes out at night, and it will destroy you. It leads to some funny and scary moments.
Fuck! Ow!
Hey, yo, fuck yo.
But the beauty of it all is the parkour in this game. It is just a rush, like mwah. Like you feel like a total badass, and you get this sense of freedom in the game, especially in the second half of the game when you get a grappling hook which allows you to swing around the city like Batman. The game is just fast-paced, bloody, scary, and there's surprisingly a good variety of missions. And just when you think you've seen it all, a new zombie type will pop up on you. They've got a regular dumb slow zombies, they've got spitters, brutes, and former runners who've turned. And I hated them because they attack fast like the runners from Dead Island, but they actually dodge your attacks, making them hard to kill. And also, I wanted to say that I appreciate the little things that Techland did, like making kicks not cost any stamina so you always have a fighting chance. And that final mission in the game, woo, it was a great final mission that will test to see who took the time to learn all the skills the game has to offer, which is always a good sign of level design.
What I hated, no swag, no swag.
The only thing that pisses me off about this game is the lack of attention to detail. This game is poorly optimized across the board. I have friends with 780s and 970 GPUs who couldn't hit 60 frames per second on what isn't even a graphically intensive game. I myself have a GTX Titan and was barely getting 60 frames per second. The game would drop frames terribly in certain sections and even freeze. The game is full of bugs and glitches, and I hear the console version suffers from frequent screen tearing. To put the cherry on top, some of you might have forgotten this game was supposed to come out in February, not January, but Techland decided to release it a month early because they said that they were done. Well, they were done content-wise, but they should have used that extra month to optimize the game. Nothing here is game-breaking, but it is very annoying. It just shocks me that game devs and publishers are okay with releasing such bug-ridden products. Let's leave that stuff in 2014.
Final verdict.
Look, This game is fun without a doubt. In a lot of ways, I feel like this is what Dead Island Riptide should have been. It does just enough new to feel refreshing. But because this game is so poorly optimized, I'd recommend waiting to see if Techland drops a patch or two before picking up the PC version. Final recommendation, I actually think this game is very fun and worth full price, but pick it up on console or wait until a patch drops for the PC version. If a patch never comes, wait until the price drops for the PC version because you shouldn't support this type of stuff. So there's my opinion on the game. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments below, and when you're done, make sure to check out ModernWarNingo.com. We post the latest gaming news, previews, reviews, anime, comics, and music. It's your one-stop shop for all things geek. I'd like to thank you guys for watching, but my city needs me.
Oh, there's a rat. Ooh.
Look at him.
We've been fighting zombies, but we scared of rat. Let's do a little rat attack. You'll never evolve, my nigga. You'll never become a big nasty ass New York rat.